Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the absolute slugfest for smartphone supremacy. We're talking about the final quarter of 2025, a real clash of the titans, and guess what? The results are in. So yeah, let's get right into it.
So, you know how it is? The last 3 months of the year, it's always a massive deal for tech companies. I mean, you've got holiday shopping, all the big new product launches. It's basically the Super Bowl of smartphone sales.
Right, so you've got these absolute giants, Apple, Samsung, Xiaomi, all duking it out for that #1 spot. The big question on everyone's mind, and probably yours too, is who actually won? Who came out on top when all the dust finally settled?
Well, we finally have an answer. Fresh data from Counterpoint Research just dropped, and it is crystal clear. For Apple, this wasn't just a win. No. This was basically a total market takeover.
Get this. Out of the top 10 best-selling smartphones in the entire world for that quarter, Apple snatched an incredible 5 of those spots.
That's half the list. I mean, think about that for a second. Half. But honestly, where they landed on that list, that's the real story here.
The brand new iPhone 17 lineup? It did something incredible. It achieved a perfect trifecta, locking down the #1, 2, and 3 spots globally. That's a clean sweep at the top. Just wow.
Okay, so Apple took the top 3, but who else was in the game? Let's break down that full list and see exactly how the competition managed to stack up against that iPhone juggernaut. All right, here we go. Right at the top, of course, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is leading the charge. Then you've got its siblings, the 17 and 17 Pro. But look at this. Even Apple's older models, the 16 and 16e, are still hanging in there. Incredible staying power. Now, Samsung put up a really strong fight. You can see them mixing their premium S-series with their super popular mid-range A-series phones. And then you've got Xiaomi securing that crucial foothold with its budget-friendly Redmi A5.
And if we look at it by brand, the story gets even clearer, doesn't it? You've got Apple leading the pack with 5 models. But look, Samsung is right there behind them with a very respectable 4, which really shows their depth across different price points. And Xiaomi, they're holding their ground with that one super essential entry. Okay, but why does this top 10 list matter so much? I mean, really, what's the big deal? Well, to really get the impact, we need to zoom out a bit and look at the entire global market.
Check this out. These 10 phones, just 10 models out of the hundreds, maybe thousands available, they were responsible for almost a quarter of every single smartphone sold on the planet during this time. Just let that sink in for a moment. So, you see, the crucial point here is that winning in this top bracket, it's not just about bragging rights, not at all. It's about grabbing this massive, consolidated slice of the entire market pie. In fact, it's even crazier when you break it down. That #1 phone, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, all by itself, it accounted for a staggering 5% of all global smartphone sales. Let me say that again. One phone, 5% of the entire world. Okay, so that's a pretty explosive final quarter, right? But was it just a fluke? A flash in the pan? To figure that out, we need to see how this all fits into the bigger picture of 2025 as a whole.
And this is really interesting. While that shiny new iPhone 17 Pro Max was definitely the champion of the holiday season, you could argue the real MVP for the entire year was actually its predecessor, the iPhone 16, and it's all because of its incredible consistency. Just look at this. It shows Apple's just unwavering consistency. I mean, they held the top 3 spots every single quarter of 2025. And that iPhone 16 we just mentioned, it's the only phone from any brand that stayed in the top 10 for the entire year. By contrast, you can see Samsung and Xiaomi kind of jockeying for position, their sales going up and down throughout the year. So, all of this leaves us with one final big question. After seeing Apple not just win, but completely dominate the most profitable part of the market, the challenge for 2026 isn't really about who can take the top spot anymore. It's about who can even put up a fight.